Hello everyone, it's finally Friday, and on today's episode of Ray's Bitchin' Kitchen, we're going to be doing something completely nutty. That's right, we're going to be making peanut brittle. This peanut brittle is called Not Your Dad's Peanut Brittle. The reason it's called Not Your Dad's Peanut Brittle is actually for two reasons. One, it's going to taste so good that you're probably not going to want to share this with anybody, including your dad. And also two, because this is peanut brittle using today's standards of healthier alternative ingredients. The ingredients list is relatively simple, and you can find most, if not all, of these items at your local healthy foods store. You'll also need a candy thermometer in order to cook your candy properly. The process for cooking this candy is relatively simple, with the main challenge being that you need to know precise temperatures of the candy as it cooks, which is why you're going to be using a candy thermometer as you cook. In this case, we're using a reusable silicone sheet instead of parchment paper. We've also laid out the pre-measured ingredients so that we can quickly get to work. First, we combine the coconut sugar, maple syrup, and water, and we bring the solution to a boil on medium heat. As the mixture begins to boil, we add salt and insert the candy thermometer. At this point, we simply monitor the temperature and let the solution cook without stirring until it reaches 250 degrees. Once the solution reaches 250 degrees, you'll want to add and stir your peanuts into the mixture. Your candy's temperature will raise smoothly and steadily, and you'll be able to monitor the temperature using your candy thermometer. Continue to keep an eye on it, and when the temperature is right, add your peanuts and begin to stir the solution. As you add your peanuts, the temperature of your solution may decrease slightly, but it'll continue to increase, so resist the urge to change the temperature of the stove as I did. Otherwise, you may risk scorching your candy. At this point, you'll want to continue to stir your solution until it reaches 290 degrees. Once it reaches this temperature, you'll want to add your peanut butter and stir quickly, and then you'll want to remove your mixture from the heat. These last steps will happen relatively quickly, so be ready. Next, you'll stir in the baking soda and vanilla extract, and then you'll spread the candy on your baking sheet. After spreading the candy to about a 1/4 inch thickness, simply refrigerate the candy for about a half hour. After it's been refrigerated, you can take the candy out, break it up, and enjoy. You may be able to tell from the video that the candy came out a little bit more done than I had hoped for. Although this batch came out a little bit more caramelized than I had hoped for, it still has the same crunch and delicious taste of the peanut brittle that we're familiar with. Using the silicone sheet to help break up the candy also helps protect my fingers during this process. Be sure to accidentally drop a piece of candy on the counter so that you can enjoy another piece when it comes time to sample this delicious confection. Although I plan to revise and remake this recipe at least a couple of times until I have it just right, I'll have to say, this really tasted great. It absolutely hits the spot if you're into sweet and crunchy. You'll want to store your peanut brittle in an airtight container in order to preserve its crunch. Here you'll see another way that this reusable silicone mat comes in handy during this process. All that's left after this is the basic cleanup process of the kitchen. I really hope you enjoyed this nutty episode of Ray's Bitchin' Kitchen, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed watching it.